Okay, so welcome to Full Court Press. I'm Smoothie Smith, and yeah, there's no music intro because there is a hot topic today, and I didn't want, and it's going to somebody that's really, really important. So I can't be a dork. I can be myself. Yeah. So we are talking about California's equal pay bill for college athletes. Finally. So I want to basically explain to you my feelings, past and present, and I want to tell you why I finally agree with you, Gavin Newsom. Governor Newsom, I should say. Um, the reason why I was so against it happened to be because of these colleges. Okay, SMU, UFC, Miami, Michigan. Okay, SMU is the bread and butter of this whole conversation. They were in the 1980s. Their football team had a powerhouse that were paying slush funds to student athletes so they can come here. They got what's called the death penalty, which they were banned for 2 years. Okay, they literally lost their football program. Literally, they didn't really, recover from it. Michigan with Chris Webber, who took money from a booster by the name of Ed Martin, had resulted in Michigan losing all their banners and it was like a 10-year penalty or something. I don't know, And then Miami, which is kind of the reason why I am sort of for your bill. Miami is just the classic case of anger. This was a school where they were paying, if I recall it, they had a booster named Nevin Shapiro, who was part of this Ponzi scheme, and it was sort of all this revelation, and they found out when the when the Nevin Shapiro's sentencing hearing, the NCAA was putting their investigators into the courtroom so that they can botch in on a $50 meal taken by a quarterback. And they were trying to dig up dirt from Nevin Shapiro's lawyer. And this is where I come into it. The NCAA for a long time, and this is where I am accusing them of the crime. Their institution is out of control. Plain and simple. Okay, so it's called lack of institutional control. And before I get to why I believe it is right now to pay student athletes, let me remind you of the reason why I did not in the first place. It's because if we're going to say right now, like say Northwestern, which started the whole thing, Northwestern University started the whole thing of trying to form an allied union. What I really am trying to say is, What do we say to those programs that got in trouble for doing the exact same thing? And then California's bill signed by Governor Gavin Newsom outlines the reasons why I am for it now. The NCAA and the universities, including the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, where I go, and yes, they are ripping me off as well, have ripped off these student athletes. I cannot agree with you more. And I think this isn't just a checkmate. This is putting enormous amount of pressure on the NCAA to do the right thing. And that is take the interest out of you, the NCAA, the universities, and bring it back to the college athletes, the student athletes. They want that name recognition. Okay? I don't view them as a product. Okay? I don't. So that is why I agree with this bill, and I'm hoping that we continue to see bills across the entire nation like this. I'm not saying it's gonna fall like dominoes, but I want people to really understand that this bill is not just paying student athletes, but it's putting interest back into the student athletes, and that is why I agree with this bill. So, yeah. So, I gotta get back to work. All right, bye.